Hi there, my name is Greg Smith, Director of the Eastern Oregon University Small Business Development Center. Did you know the Small Business Development Center is always trying to connect employers with employees? And so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be interviewing an employer who's looking to hire. They're going to talk to us about what they're looking for in an employee and what type of jobs they have available. Miss Gina Perkins, our Assistant Director, will be leading that interview. And who knows? Maybe there's a job out there that's going to be perfect for you. Gina, take it away.
Good morning, Amanda. Thank you so much for taking the time to visit with us about the position and potentially positions that you have available currently with the Northeast Oregon Housing Authority. I'd like to start by asking you to share a little bit of information, background information on your organization and just a little bit about its culture.
Okay, so our organization, it was formed in 1976 here in Union County. So we've been around for a while. We're coming into our 45th year right now. And primarily what we are, when we first started, we were providing housing certificates from Housing and Urban Development to assist with rental assistance. And we have grown so much in the last 45 years. It's amazing. We work with Union, Wallowa, Baker, and Grant County. And currently at this time, we have over 340 apartment units that we own and manage. And we have just under 900 housing choice vouchers that we administer to folks in our communities to kind of help offset their rent costs. So what we do is phenomenal, and it's amazing to be a part of it. As far as our office culture goes, kind of playing into that, it's really important in our office for us to understand the work that we're doing and why we're doing it. It has such a huge impact on so many lives. And the fact that we're able to do something like that is really, really pretty amazing. And we're really proud that we're able to do that. We work as part of a team. Teamwork is really important here in our office. Integrity, accountability, all of these things, all of those individual traits that each of our employees have kind of create this culture that helps support our core values and our mission statement, which is providing opportunities to the people in our area. And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I neglected to have you introduce yourself, so I apologize. We'll go backward a little bit.
Nobody needs to know who I am, it's fine. My name is Amanda Helwick, and I am the office manager here at the Housing Authority.
Okay, all right. Well, again, thank you for taking the time.
Oh, yeah.
Dawson, I'll let you proceed with the next question.
Okay. So Amanda, what position or positions are currently available with your organization?
Currently, we are looking for a director of finance. It is the one position that we do have immediately available right now. Our office is currently closed because of COVID. And when we are able to reopen to the public again, we do plan on hiring kind of a receptionist clerical position. Our office is relatively fluid, and we're restructuring and changing, and positions are changing and coming available, not all the time, but frequently enough that it's not a bad idea to check our website. But currently it is the director of finance position.
Okay. Great. So share with us, what qualities does a success, you touched on this, I'll back up a little bit. You touched on it a little bit, but what qualities does a successful employee possess?
Someone that is coming onto our team, I feel personally that it's important for them to kind of have the vision of how this organization works and how all the pieces come together and how each piece is so important for us to accomplish our goal. So somebody that's able to see that and put it all together is invaluable. Also, you know, an individual that can think outside the box. We're always looking to expand and try new things. As I said earlier, team player is huge. You know, somebody that can be part of a team, somebody that can lead, somebody that's okay with taking the initiative. Those are all really just, I feel like I feel like that's asking a lot. But those are, you know, in a perfect world, those are the things that we're looking for. And we really enjoy the team members that are able to come on board with those qualities.
Okay. Describe your company's orientation and onboarding process. So what would happen if a person was hired? What would be the next steps?
Well, it's pretty basic. You know, once the offer has been made and it has been accepted and we've done our background check, right now they get to just hang out with me and do some really exciting paperwork. We go over our personnel policy, do some just kind of typical paperwork that you do coming on to a new job. Then we do have some training. We do fair housing training. Coming into an organization like a housing authority is not really something anyone typically has experience with. So there's a lot of, you know, what is the program? Teaching them what the voucher program is, how all of that works, because there's it's a lot, and it's basically learning a new language. So going through all of that training, it's usually around probably 2 days worth of training with fair housing and cyber awareness and other policies that we feel are important with our office. And then from there, they'll start training in whatever specific position that they've been hired into.
Okay.
And we tell people it typically takes about 6 months to really understand the programming, because it's complicated. There's a lot of pieces that go into it. So a lot of new hires can be hard on themselves because they typically are quick learners, and after the first 2 weeks, it's like, why don't I understand this? And because it's a lot. It'll come with time. Yeah.
Right. Dawson, would you go up to the question that I accidentally skipped?
Yeah, of course. What quality, on the opposite of Gina's previous questions, what qualities would disqualify someone from being considered with a position?
You know, I can't say that there's any one quality that would disqualify somebody. You know, everybody brings their own talents and their own abilities. And it's really just that one person that can encompass, you know, all of the job duties that are required of the position, and just those little extra bits that are so individualized to a person. So to say that there's any one thing that would, you know, sorry, it's not going to happen, I just don't think it's there. We're always looking to diversify and find you know, different folks for different things in our office. So, you know, it's a pretty even playing field coming aboard, and it's just seeing what people have to bring to the table and how they fit in with our culture and our business goals.
Okay. I might tag on to that just a little bit, excuse me, before we move on. You did mention that there's a background check. So yes. What does that, obviously if someone didn't pass that, that would be a disqualifier.
Yeah, kind of. The background checks only go back, I believe, 2 years. So, and I unfortunately am not the one that does those, so I'm not entirely sure what would disqualify somebody. I would have to defer to my ED and check, because I believe she's
sure.
that
okay, but it would just stand that you do a background check.
We do a background check, and we do a DMV check as well. We have company vehicles, and oftentimes, because we do serve such a large area, at any given time, you know, you might have to drive to Wallowa County for some reason. So we do that.
Sure. Okay. So obviously this next question will vary, I'm guessing, depending on the position. But for the position that you currently have available, what would an average day look like? Or is there an average day?
You know, it depends. The director of finance is really involved a lot with the oversight of our accounting department. So depending on the time of year, they could be doing anything. I know right now they're getting ready for our end of year. Our fiscal year ends here at the end of April. So there's a lot that goes into that. After that, it's getting ready for our audit. So there's a lot of oversight, and then just the day-to-day oversight with just regular accounting, incoming rents, bills, things like that. So that individual is doing a lot of budgeting, providing the oversight for the other individuals in that accounting department. So it changes. It varies from day to day quite a bit.
Okay.
So Amanda, what professional development opportunities and advancement opportunities are available within your organization?
We provide a lot of cross training for all of our positions here. For the director of finance position, there probably aren't going to be as many opportunities available as somebody who is coming in maybe as a clerical aide. The clerical aide in a lot of our entry-level positions really build the foundation of learning for how this organization is put together and all the information that goes into it. That involves a lot of training. You know, it's learning how to do the voucher program. It's learning how we do data entry into our database to store all of our information, to basic, you know, customer service training. So it kind of depends on where you're coming into. If you're coming into a director position, most likely you've already had a lot of that training. And so development and advancement, particular training to maybe government accounting would be available. We do a lot of training through NARO, which is one of the entities that kind of helps public housing or housing authorities with a lot of seminars and whatnot, and keeping things, new things that are coming up into each area and just teaching them.
Okay. Could you share either an employee success story or a success story of Northeast Oregon Housing Authority?
We have quite a few. I had to get permission for this one. Our deputy executive director, I believe she's been here about 13 years. She started out being hired on by a temp agency. So no experience in housing, which is very typical. And she has just worked from that very basic beginning entry level, answering the phones, working files, just learned everything about this agency. The programming, she knows how to, she's amazing. She knows how to do it all. And, you know, 13 short years later, she's our deputy ED. And I just think it's a really inspiring, amazing story to see that kind of opportunity present itself at an organization like this. It's really amazing. For the community, I think a success story, those tend to be a little more visible. I believe 2015, we built the Blue Spring Crossings apartment complex over on Walton Road. That's a 38 unit apartment complex, multifamily, which is, you know, it's a beautiful complex, and it's something new to the community. We are right now also in the process of getting funding secured for a 104 unit development over on Q Street. So that's going to be probably a little ways down the road, another success story that we have that we'll be able to talk about. But things like that are happening all the time, and it's just getting them put together and making them happen. So it's exciting, especially with the need for housing as it is here in this area.
Great, great.
Amanda, what do your employees enjoy most about working for the Housing Authority, and what's your favorite aspect of it?
I think if we were to ask any given person here, I think they would say the staff is their favorite part. We've got just a tremendous group of people that work here right now. It's really impressive to see these people every day and to see what they're doing and how they're making changes, even small changes that have such significant impacts on people's lives. It's so neat to see. One of my favorite things, it's a pretty flexible office. You know, life happens sometimes, and it's just really easy to kind of get your work to go with the flow of that as well. One of my other favorite things, which is maybe a little silly, but part of the office culture as well is celebrating our successes, celebrating each other, making sure that we know that, you know, you did something that was challenging and you did it well. And so everybody gets a cowbell. And so we can celebrate each other that way, which is one of my favorite things, and I'm ringing it all the time. So plus I have a cowbell, which is awesome.
That's fun. So how would an interested job seeker not only apply for this position, but maybe if there's somebody who has an interest in your organization, but either this position isn't suited to their, you know, what their qualifications are, and they're looking at potential future openings, A, how do they find out about those? And B, how do they apply, and typically what types of application materials are required?
So right now, you can go to our website. It's www.neoha.org, and we do have a job opportunities tab under our About section, and that's where all of our job postings are at. So currently, if you went there, you would see our Director of Finance position. Our employment application is there. It's a downloadable PDF, and additional information that we're asking for would be a resume, a cover letter, and references, just to go with that. But at this time, our website is going to be the place where current and future job opportunities are going to be posted.
Okay, so before we close, is there anything that you would like to add that you know that we didn't cover, or in any other way we can assist?
No, I've worked here for about a little over 4.5 years, and I've never had this much fun at work, and I've never had the same kind of job satisfaction. And so I think those are really important qualities to get from any kind of employment. And I feel very fortunate that I'm able to do that here, and that I'm able to play my small role in what we do for our communities. So I want to ring my cowbell right now. I'm not going to. But yeah, no, that's all I've got. And I look forward to so many people applying for our jobs and bringing in new folks when we can. So it's always exciting.
Great. Well, again, thank you so much for your time, and good luck to you. We'll do our best to help bring you some quality job applicants, and thank you for the important work that you do in our communities.
Thank you for having me. It was really fun. I was nervous.
Oh, take care. Be safe.
Thanks. You guys too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.